We'll bring up Safayain. Safayain, are you at least 18 years of age?
Yes, sir.
What pronouns do you go by?
I go by he, him.
Okay, fantastic. See how easy that was, everybody? Do you believe that Jesus was the Messiah?
Yes, sir. I believe he's the only Messiah there could ever be.
Well, that's not true because in Isaiah 45, God calls Cyrus his Messiah. But okay, sure. So, if you believe that Jesus is the Messiah, could you name me a single prophecy that you think he might have fulfilled?
Well, sure. Most important is he was of the seed of David. There are no verified seeds of David today.
No, he wasn't. Do you believe Jesus was born of a virgin?
Sure.
Then he's not from the seed of David.
Sure he is.
No, he isn't. Only Joseph was related to David, and Jesus isn't related to Joseph if he's born of a virgin.
Not so. Mary could also be of the seed of David as well.
Show me. Show me where her genealogy is. Show me.
Show you where her genealogy is? Well, I mean, her particular genealogy is not recorded.
So how can you then demonstrate to me that she was of the seed of David?
Well, I mean, that was just kind of an assumption. But David,
okay.
Joseph, of course, was.
Yeah, I agree that according to the narrative, he's related. Right. Joseph is related to David. So can you show me in the book where then Jesus was actually biologically related to Joseph?
Oh, of course not. We don't say that he was biologically David's.
Well, that's a problem because
if you're saying that disqualifies Jesus,
it does.
Okay, so
2 Samuel 7:12.
If we cannot verify any seeds of David in modern times, then the entire prophecy about the Messiah is a lie.
I'm aware. I don't think there is one.
Ah, okay, gotcha. We'll see now that changes the equation.
So the problem is that Jesus has to be related biologically to David because of 2 Samuel 7:12. It says, "When your days are fulfilled and you lie down with your ancestors, I will raise up your offspring after you, who shall come forth from your body, and I will establish his kingdom." The word that's used there is seed or body. That's what that word would mean. It's the word zerah, if I remember correctly, and that's like seed or body. It refers to biological descendants.
So basically, it's a technicality. Some would say that because I believe it's either Jeremiah or Ezekiel, one of the people were rendered childless also. So,
yeah, Jeremiah was that's another big problem. But we'll get there next.
Or something like that. But yeah.
I just directly showed you a prophecy about the Messiah where it specifies that they have to come from the actual body of David.
And of course, that's a technicality, right?
It's not. I know you want to make the claim.
Christians don't believe that that's
I know
that biologically,
All right. I know that you want to make the claim that it is a technicality, but really it's just because Jesus isn't from this. This is a problem because the prophecy tells you very explicitly that the Messiah comes from the actual body, the seed of David. So you just want to say, well, actually, let's just ignore the prophecy and just accept what the New Testament says. Why would you do that? Do you interpret the New Testament through the lens of the Book of Mormon? Do you interpret the New Testament through the lens of the Book of Mormon?
No.
Then why would we interpret the New Testament through the eyes of the why would we interpret the Old Testament through the eyes of the New Testament?
Well, and let me make sure are you like an atheist?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. And I'm actually Muslim, I'm not Christian, but I can acknowledge that the Davidic genealogies of Jesus is the last ones we have. The rest of them are gone. There's no way to verify a seed of David.
That's because there is no Messiah.
Okay.
And we don't know if David has it. We don't know if David has
that claim.
Can you show me one? Can you show me one?
Yeah, Jesus. It's in the Bible.
Again, you're ignoring the book. 2 Samuel 7:12 says
yes, I am.
Come from the seed
of
David.
You don't believe if you don't believe there's a God, why can't I ignore the book?
So he's not from the lineage of David.
If you don't believe in God, why can't I ignore the books? You're making your own rules. Why can't I make my own?
I'm not making my own rules. I'm unconvinced.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You said there's no God.
I'm not. I didn't say there was no God. When did I say that? I'll pay you $1,000 right now. I'll pay you $1,000 right now if you can show me anywhere in this clip where I said there is no God.
How can I show you in a clip that's still being recorded? That's a dumb statement.
Okay, I'll look over this afterwards, and if I ever at any
You
point
said
said
you're an
there is
atheist.
no God, I'll give you $1,000
You
because I
said
didn't
you're an
say that.
atheist.
I'm
You
an
did
atheist.
say
That
it.
means I'm unconvinced of the position that there is a God.
Right. Once again, a technicality. You know
So,
what that means. You know what
so
an
at any
atheist is.
so at any point, am I claiming that there is no God?
Well, atheists do claim that there is no God.
No, they do not. What do you think atheism means?
Once again, it's a technicality.
Show me what atheism means. Tell
How
me what
can
it
I
means.
show you what
Tell me.
atheist
That I
means?
misspoke. Tell me. Tell me what
Okay.
atheism is.
An atheist, you just said it, that you're not convinced that there is a God.
Okay, so at any point did I make the claim that there is definitively no God?
Brother, once again, that's a dumb technicality. You know what I meant.
There's no technicality. I'm
It
asking
is.
you a direct question.
You're being
It's the
robotic
meaning
at
of
this
the
point.
word. It's the meaning of the word.
You're being robotic at this point. You know what I meant by calling you an atheist. You know what I meant.
Okay, well, you're mistaken as to what that means then.
Well, you do not believe that there is a God. Okay, let me correct the technicality.
Yeah, I don't believe that there's a
So
God.
if you don't believe that there's one, why can't I ignore this book, this Samuel book?
Because it's the basis. Because it's the basis for
you're
your
making
belief
your
that
own
Jesus
rules. Why
was.
can't I make mine?
All right. So the reason I can be an atheist, but you can't ignore this book, is because your foundation for Jesus being the Messiah is built on the prophecies of the book. That's what it means to be HaMashiach, is if you actually fulfill the prophecies. You quite literally need the prophecies to make the claim that he's the Messiah. That's what the prophecies are there for.
That's false. You're making up your rules again.
I'm not. What do you? How would you determine if somebody was the Messiah?
Brother, if you can say you're not convinced
All right.
that there is a...
So I'm going to mute you for a second because you're not listening. I'll ask you again. How do you determine that somebody is the Messiah? This is crazy.
Okay, so you mute me and then you wait for me to unmute myself. Just stop muting me. How about that?
Well, then just answer my question. Don't
Say
run
the
from my
question
question
one more time.
My question was, how do you determine that somebody is the Messiah?
As a Muslim, I determine that by the Quran saying he was the Messiah.
Okay, how do we know that the Quran is true when it makes that claim?
I don't necessarily think that we even have to... I believe in the Quran regardless.
Well, the Quran's a bunch of bullshit. So next.
Well,
next,
I mean, once again, if you can say it's bullshit, I can say that this book that you're quoting is bullshit and still...
Okay, then Jesus wasn't the Messiah. Congratulations.
No, his genealogy is the only way to prove any Davidic lineage. Period.
No, not just the genealogy. Not just the genealogy.
It's all gone.
It's how you determine how somebody is the Messiah. I can't believe I have to explain this to somebody. I just thought this would be common knowledge. I guess not.
Yeah, you're wrong.
The way you determine that somebody... No, you're wrong. The way you determine that somebody is the Messiah is if they actually fulfilled the prophecies that are about the Messiah. That's what those prophecies are there for. If you want to ignore the prophecies, you don't have a foundation anymore. You can claim, the Quran, a book that says semen comes between the backbone and the ribs and says that Muhammad rode a flying horse, that somehow... Sorry, rode a flying horse, I misspoke. Somehow it says that he's the Messiah. That must mean it's true. Oh no, yeah, but I don't give a shit about the Quran. I'm asking you about the book. So essentially, the book, the book that talks about Jesus. The New Testament talks about Jesus, and they link him to prophecies trying to make the claim that he's the Messiah. So I'm asking you, from within the Bible, where the claim is found, mainly, can you show me any kind of evidence that he was the Messiah? Can you name me a prophecy that you think he fulfilled? We already went through line of David.
I just told
he didn't
you the
fulfill
most important one.
And I debunked it so easy.
I don't think you did.
So now you're just lying. Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think you did. Once again,
now you're just lying. Fantastic.
One of the most important prophecy is that he has to be of the seed of David. Now, I
agree, and he's not.
In the gospel, let me finish. In the gospel, we have an angel coming and telling Mary,
I'm aware,
this child is going to be given the crown. Okay,
I'm aware. I don't care about what the New Testament.
Furthermore, his genealogies are the last surviving Davidic genealogies,
and they don't link him. And they don't link him to the line of David. It's over.
It proves he's the only Messiah there could ever.
All right, so I'll just mute you again since you're not listening. Again, I don't care about what the New Testament says.
But you lose.
Again, I don't care about what the New Testament says. It's funny because you think you can make the claim I'm losing. You've been cooked this whole time. You're making the claim that we should just ignore what the Old Testament says. We should just focus on what the New Testament says. Why would I do that when the Messiah was a Jewish concept that comes from the Old Testament? Why would I ever then just ignore what the Old Testament says about the Messiah? Tell me, why should I do that?
That's a good question. Once again,
Hmm?
I'm gonna make the same statement. You are allegedly debunking the virgin birth on a technicality by saying
I'm
that
not
the
debunking
Messiah
anything. I'm not.
had to come from the body, right?
Mhm.
Clearly, Jesus is fatherless. This is a technicality, okay?
I know, because it's just not true.
It still is the last surviving Davidic
I don't
genealogy
give a
in the
fuck
world.
if it's the. I do not
It
listen to me.
proves he's the
Safayain. I don't give a fuck if it's the last surviving genealogy that we have for somebody from the line of David. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you that he's not actually related to David. Therefore, it's
It
done.
proves he's the Messiah.
It doesn't. What?
Yes,
Where
it
does
does.
according to 2 Samuel 7:12, does the Messiah come from the seed of David?
Yes, and Jesus did.
Is Jesus born of a virgin?
Yes.
But then he's not from the line of
Is
David.
Is Jesus Joseph's son?
No, not biologically. Adopted. He's adopted.
Is Jesus Joseph's son?
Not biologically. Adopted.
See, this is what
I'm not going to let you keep asking me the same question that I've answered 3 times.
You are fronting, dude.
Shut up and listen to me.
You're
right?
fronting, dude.
I'm tired of you lying to my face like this. I want you to listen to me. Show me in the book where he's actually related to Joseph biologically, because that's what 2 Samuel 7:12 says about the Messiah. It says the Messiah is going to be related to the seed of David. He's coming from the body of David. Show me in the New Testament where Jesus was actually related to the seed of David.
Was
Related
Jesus
to the body of
called the carpenter's son? When
I do not
they
care.
found out about Jesus.
Again, you're ignoring it. He's adopted into the lineage, Safayain. Safayain, what part of this do you not understand? Adoption is meaningless because of 2 Samuel 7:12. This is what I'm getting at. I understand that the thing they're trying to do in the New Testament is that they're trying to link him to Joseph through adoption. I'm telling you that adoption into lineage does not work because of 2 Samuel 7:12.
An atheist does not make the rules, brother.
I'm not making the rules.
Yes,
I'm telling
you
you what the rules are from the book itself. From the Old Testament, where it makes the claims about the prophecy, where it makes claims about the Messiah and gives you prophecies that he was
You're by
supposed to
yourself
fulfill.
in saying that.
No, I'm not. The Jewish people literally agree with me on this. I know several Jewish people that I talk to on a regular, and they all agree with me on this. Can you show me in the New Testament where Jesus is actually related biologically to Joseph? Because that's the only thing that would actually aid in making him the Messiah. That would aid in him being the Messiah, is if he was actually related to David biologically. Can you show me where he is?
That is false. You are making up the rules.
2 Samuel 7:12. I'm not making up the rules, Safayain.
Yes, you are.
Safayain, I'm telling you what the rules are from the book.